What's up everybody, this is Eping coming from Favorite Pixel. Today we're reviewing P7-C1, the latest PC case from AeroCool. Project 7 line focuses mainly on RGB feature, and there are two versions of this mid-tower case. One is the standard with acrylic side window panel, and the other version is the tempered glass. The finished design of P7-C1 is simply elegant. The glossy look of it doesn't just look well done on white, it looks really classy on the black edition too. When you unbox, besides the P7-C1 case itself, there's also the standard installation guide, a LED strip, the PWM hub, also a couple of Velcro stripes. Now we're going to talk about the looks of this case. Taking it from the top. The hard plastic of the top panel down through the metal frame, and the final base in solid plastic, it all leaves a sturdy feel to it. The tempered glass is placed on the left side, and it is easy to remove by unscrewing the 4 thumb screws. As we get closer to the case, you can see that on the I/O panel, which is designed on the top panel, there are a couple buttons. On the left, you've got, of course, the microphone, speaker jack, SD card port, mini SD card port. Next, the button on top is to select all 8 LED colors, including white, cyan, blue, purple, red, orange, yellow, green. Or you can put it onto auto cycle. Moving on to the bottom underneath, it is the switch for the 3 lighting effects. You can set it as solid color, breathing mode, or pulsating. Then the last 2 buttons on the I/O panel are pretty standard, restart and power button. For all the peripherals and data exchange, there are 2 USB 2.0 ports and another 2 USB 3.0 for faster results. As if the LED strip around the front panel doesn't do the job well enough to show off all your lights. There are 2 additional extensions for LED strips inside the case. When evaluating the interior compatibility, motherboard being the heart of the system, P7-C1 can accommodate ATX, micro ATX, and mini ITX. There are 2 internal 3.5 bays, 4 2.5 bays, and 2 other external 2.5 bays. Oh, by the way, those 7 PC1 bracket slots on the rear are not reusable. Let's talk about air cooling system. The rear end of the case fits a 120mm fan, and the front can either accommodate 3 120mm fans or 2 140mm fans. You can place a 360mm radiator. With that, you can safely assume that either 240mm or 280mm radiator would fit in too. Another 240mm radiator can be placed under the top panel. All the way in the rear end, you can place a 120mm radiator. One unique feature to P7-C1 is its PWM fan hub, which is used to control the fan speed at 60%, 100%, or PWM mode through your motherboard. This case is designed to hide your PSU, so you won't see it from the side of tempered glass. There are 2 dust filters, one on the rear bottom and one right on the front panel. Cable management is thoughtful in the sense that all the cutouts are in the right places, with 2 small ones on the top, a long one in the middle, and another small one for the power supply cage. Here is the downsides. The position of the SSD leaves limited space for the cable to go through. Hence, the cord covers up the bottom part of your motherboard. One way to avoid this is by designing the 2.5 bay closer to the front panel. If what you have in mind is to use liquid cooling with an X99 ATX motherboard, make sure to place the back brackets of the liquid cooling on the motherboard before placing it onto the case, because of the design of the motherboard cut. All in all, the P7-C1, for being a mid-tower, has an ample space, fashionable design, and high compatibility. Alright, that's all for now. We hope you enjoy our P7-C1 case review. Don't forget to subscribe. We will keep you updated. Until next time, this is Yiping.